Hello guys, good morning. Dave Santarelli here from Breaking Chart Alerts. So Target, obviously, you guys saw our newsletter. Target came out, Lowe's came out with great earnings, and shares of Target are popping here about 9%. Everything else in the market's pretty flat today. We got a couple of things on the climb. Apple's 3% in the pre-market. Baba's up 0.64%. Bank of America's up about 0.67%. The financials are getting a nice little pop this morning in the pre-market hours. Everything else is pretty flat here, so we're going to see what's going on here in the first 15 minutes. We're going to be looking for some day trade setups, managing our current trades. Activision, we'll probably lock in some gains on Activision today if she takes off. We have a nice, look at that, still climbing up $1.29 here in the pre-market hours on our Activision. So we'll probably lock in gains on our trade challenge account on Activision. But really, we have some nice gains on Activision, but let me turn around here. We have the September 18th 80 strike call. So we still got a month until expiration, and we already have a nice gain on Activision here. But here's the thing. It came down to that 80 support. It's climbing off of that. Now our next resistance is going to be between 85 and that 87.50. So, it's a little premature to take profits here. We do have some nice gains on Activision right now in the trade challenge account, but we didn't reach our targets yet. So at least 85 to 87, that'll be our target profit area. Obviously, if we see a pullback here, we'll lock in gains below that 10 or 20 SMA, 82.34. But looking good. Here we go. Opening bell up 1,300 here to start the day, and that's basically fueled by, let's see here, Apple's having a nice pop. We're up $1,100 on Apple today. Google, we're up around 300. Google's still on the climb here. Take a look at Google to the right. Google is still breaking out. If you guys remember, we were talking about this the other day. 1575 to 1600, easy target on Google over the next week or two. We'll keep an eye on that. NVIDIA trade's doing great, up $600 on NVIDIA trade today. Let's see, NVDA. NVIDIA getting another pop here. It's between the previous day's candle. NVIDIA has earnings after the bell today. Hey, Mike Tyson on YouTube, what's going on? He said, did you just buy regular calls? On which one, Mike? You're about 2 minutes delayed on YouTube. Zoom is live, so I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Activision. Let me see what we're up on Activision. We're up 16% on our Activision trade right now, and we still have another at least $3-4 to climb before we hit our target. So Activision, 14% gain. We already have a $200 profit on Activision in the trade challenge account. So I'll just let that continue to go here for a few days. The main account, which you guys see here, when I turn around, that's the trade challenge account on the computer and back of me on the Lenovo. But Activision's looking good. I might add to that if we could break around 84 bucks. I think that's a nice opportunity to add. Let's see. We have a nice Google trade. We have Tesla. Google's still holding up here, down about 66 cents. Let me see what's going on. That's Ephraim, so something must be wrong. What's up? What's that? Not seeing my screen. You should see the screen.
There's a Ballard Tower and Plug Tower.
Let me see.
Moving here. BLUG and BLD.
Yeah, for Zoom, they can't see the screen. Let me see here. Where the hell is the? It's saying that I'm sharing my screen.
A 1 kilowatt ProGen fuel cell system for robotics and drone applications. That's BLUG Plug here.
Alrighty. Avilio, did you guys see my screen before, or was it not sharing?
Power up about 3% BLDP.
Guys, in the trade room, let me know if you guys saw the screen there. Said I was sharing it. Anyway, let's get back to Google here. 3-month daily, looking good. Near the highs of the day here, 1555. Okay, great. Maybe it was just his FedEx emergency landing.
FDA says the FedEx flight 1026 experienced landing gear malfunction while landing at LA International Airport around 4:50 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's FDX and BA.
Okay, so an emergency landing on a FedEx cargo plane. That was just faulty gear. So if it was anything else, we'd be looking at Boeing. You guys remember we've made huge trades on Boeing earlier this year when we got some information that came out on the newswire. So Boeing's not doing too much today, 1 minute on the climb. So I'll disregard that information from the Boeing plane. Let's see, what about Visa here? Visa looks ready to climb 6-month daily. I mean, Avilio, Elias, you guys remember Visa here. I mean, we've been watching this thing for a couple of months here. It's just trading side by side, consolidation, and it's failing to break above that 200. 200 is a tough resistance for Visa. Once it does break that 200, so this is what I've been waiting for on, let's show here. So Visa, horrible at drawing straight lines, but you get the picture right there. $200 a share. That's our resistance. So once we get a candle above, we're going to be targeting that 200 target profit area, 210. So that's going to be our target on Visa, but we got to wait until we break above that resistance of $200 a share. Once we get that green candle above that looks like this, then we're going to be entering and looking for that 210 target. So that's easy money on Visa, because once it does break that 200, we could do something like an in-the-money vertical spread on Visa like this, and that's going to be our paycheck trade for the week once we get that signal. So this is what we're going to be looking for on Visa once we get that signal, and it's important to write that down in your notebook. You know, we've been patiently waiting for Visa for a few months here. Once we do get that, you would do something like buy to open, sell to open. Obviously, it's not going to be August 21st Expo, but we'll go over that as an example here. So if it breaks above that 200, what we're going to be looking for is that 197.50, 200 vertical spread. Right now, it's going for about $1.44 to be worth 250. So 2.5, divide that by 1.4. It's at right now, 1.42. So 2.5, divide that by 1.42. That's a 76.1% gain, as long as Visa is above $200 a share by August 21st. So that's the type of trade we're going to be doing. This is an in-money vertical spread. We'll be making that type of trade as soon as we get that green candle above that resistance of $200 a share on Visa. So keep that in mind, because as soon as that happens, I want us to execute a trade on that. So we're going to make an alert on that for right now. Okay. Conditions have been met.
S&P hitting an intraday record high.
S&P new record high. So let's put this on Visa. Okay, candle above 200. Let's take off that less than. Okay, buy ITM V spread in the money vertical spread. Okay, and now that's been set. Alrighty, so now we just wait for that to execute, well, not execute, but reach our target there, hit our alert. Once that alert is hit, we're going to be making that in the money vertical spread on Visa. Ron said Facebook might break out of consolidation. Let's see here. We'll take a look at Facebook. Facebook hasn't been doing too much lately. It's holding that 10 though really nicely. 265 is that resistance on that consolidation. A break above 265, you're going to be looking for that 270 really quick. I think now is actually a nice time to be entering into a Facebook trade for next week's Expo. You know, I mean, if you look at that 6-month daily, it's holding above that 10-day SMA for quite some time. So the nice thing about this is if you got in prematurely on a Facebook trade, you have a tight stop here. So your stop's going to be your first candle below 260. It's only about $4 away from that. So if you go something like a month out with the September monthly Expo, 260 is going to be your stop and 275 is going to be your target. Max loss 50%. That's what you'd have on that trade. No more than 50%, or stop at 260. I might do a Facebook trade today. That's looking good there. I like that setup. Let's take a look at the option chain on it. Facebook. We'll see how expensive they are. We'll go with the August 21st. Gives us a little bit more time. Pretty damn expensive for the regular call. So if anything, I'm probably just going to go in the money vertical spread on Facebook. Buy to open, sell to open. Let's just see what they're going for right now. We could do this week. What's today? 19. I'd rather go with the 28th expo. 28th. Let's see. 260, 250, 265. It's going for $1.23 to be worth 250. $1.20 to be worth 250. That's not bad. So 2.5, divide that by, it's at 105 now, 1.10.
You can protest in person, you can vote in person.
If you could protest in person, you could vote in person, Trump just tweeted. All right, we just have an alert condition that's been met. You guys see the alert coming up on my E-Trade here, so let's see what happened. So Visa, price above 200.01, it's been met. Our limit order's been met. It's above 200. Let's take a look at Visa. That's the nice thing about it. If you're looking at something else and it's like, hey, Visa's running, you can take a look at it quick and see what the hell is going on. So look at this. Nice 1020 cross on the 6-month daily, holding above that 10. You know, this is something you could easily have that 210 and 215 target. Your stop is going to be really tight, 197.50. So we'll wait for that a little bit. It's still not, it got up to that 200. Notice how it got up to that 200.01. Now it retraced about 20 cents there. So that means it's still struggling with that resistance area. So we're going to look closer to the end of the day. Those of you that take classes know end of the day for our swing trades is what we're looking for there. So it's looking great. It's a nice chart. Let's go back to Facebook here. Alrighty, so Facebook's at 263.31. If I bought the 262.50, sold the 265, max gain between that is going to be the difference between the two strikes. So that difference is 2.50. Alright, and if we could pick that up for $1.20 or $1.25, obviously that's a 100% gain minimum there if we pick it up for 1.25 to be worth 250. So now this is something if you could get for like 110, 120, that's a nice trade there on Facebook for that August 28th expo. You have a tight stop there of about, what do we say? Let's take a look here, 3-month daily. So tight stop there. I would say 260 is going to be your stop. 270 to 275 is going to be your target profit area. But the nice thing with this spread here, as long as it's above 265, you're going to have that max net gain of 100%. So we don't need it to get to 270, 275. All we needed is above 265. And if we picked it up for $1.20, 2.5, divide that by 1.2, that's 108.3% gain on that trade in 1 week. That's not bad. And like I said, you could go ahead and make this trade now. This is a nice setup here. You could even pick it up for less now, $1.15, 2.5, divide that by 1.15. Now you got 117.4% max net. And we'll keep an eye on that throughout the day here. Still not even 15 minutes into the day. Avilio said Google's up 130%. Nice. We have a few trades on Google here. Let me take a look at what we got here, see if we could close anything out. Okay, so we have the Google. Let me see, we have the August 21st, 1545, 1550 vertical bull spread that expires this week. Google is at 1549 right now, so it's about $1 away from max net. What do we pay for that? Chris Jones says he can't wait to learn how to spread. The spreads are great for paycheck trades. You know, you basically set it, you forget it. You have your stops, you have your targets. At the end of the day, you're looking for the swing trades. You're looking to see if it's below your stop. At 3 o'clock, if it's below your stop, you're going to be exiting out of that trade. If at 3 o'clock it's climbing higher, you're holding into that trade and waiting for those gains. So spreads are really great, Chris. They're a great way to supplement your account there, supplement your income. especially like when we do the paycheck trades, do something in the money, and you're just letting it expire for full gain there. Let me see what we can get for this Google trade quick. Spread, buy to close, sell to close, 10 contracts, call Expo, August 21st. Okay, so we're going to buy to close the short leg, which is the 1550, and then sell to close the 1545. Okay, always look at your contracts, make sure the order entry is correct. Buy to close August 21st, 1550. Sell to close August 21st, 1545. That's going for about 280 now. Max it could be worth is 5. So why the hell would I want to leave all that extra gain on, or an extra $2,400 on the table here if I sold now with 10 contracts? So where is Ephraim? What did we pay for that Google paycheck trade there? I think we got for the paycheck trade, the 1545, 1550. He said we paid $1.97. It's worth $2.50 now minimum. 2.5, divide that by 1.97. That's a 27% gain we have now. Let's see, 2.9, divide that by 1.97. 47% if we could get 2.9. She's almost at 1550 now. Down $7 though for the day. Still got a nice profit. Let me see Activision. What's that doing in back of us? Activision's pretty flat. A little pullback there from those highs. There goes Visa finally starting to break above that 200. You're going to see it climb really quick once she does break that resistance. So you keep an eye on that. Let's see here, Google. Ephraim, was that Google trade a paycheck trade or a regular trade there? He said that's a regular trade. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. RCL, Carnival Cruise Line. Let's see what they're doing here. 6-month daily. They're getting a little climb today. Royal Caribbean looks great. 3-month daily. It's getting right up to that resistance though. Next resistance going to be about $70, so not a bad setup on that. I remember when this came down to the 19s, we were like, wow, this stock was just about $160, $140, dropped all the way down to $19. She's still on the climb there. We could see that at 100 by the end of the year, in my opinion. So that's something if you wanted to do, let's see. Now, see, on RCL, I'd have that as a spec play against COVID with that vaccine coming out. So this is something for a bigger gain. I'd look for something out of the money, an out of the money vertical spread there. Because if we have another, a decent climb here and get it back up to at least 80, it's going to be a big return there. Let's take a look and see what we could do. Buy to open, sell to open. Let's see here, the 60, let's say the 75.80. Let's just see what that's going for. 75.80, this is a nice setup here. So the max this could be worth on this spread, those of you that are new here, some of you were calling me yesterday saying, Dave, how do we do those vertical spreads for the paychecks? You're new members. So the max the spread could be worth is the difference between the two strikes. So here it's $5, right? And if it's telling us right here, the midpoint, what we could get it at. So if we could get it at $1.28 or $1.30 now to be worth 5, divide that by 1.3, that's a max net gain there of 285% with RCL at or above that $80 a share by your expo date. Your expo date's December 18th. So as long as RCL gets to 80 or higher, it doesn't have to be 80, it doesn't have to be 81, it could be 80, it could be $300, it could be anything. As long as it's above 80, this spread here will be worth $5. If you're picking it up for $1.28, 5 divide that by 1.28, that's a 291% gain there. And your max loss is if RCL is below 75 on Expo. So that's a nice little setup there for an out-of-the-money vertical spread with a momentum play against the COVID rally here on the cruise lines. We made a lot of money on CCL over the past few months, but I'm not too optimistic on the cruise lines yet. RCL, I'd be waiting for a break above 16. And then RCL at least above 65 there. Let's see, what else do we have? NVIDIA earnings after the bell today. We have a spread on NVIDIA for this week, so we should get rid of that ahead of the earnings. We don't want to risk it. Let's see what we could get on our NVIDIA spread here. So we have the NVIDIA August 21st, 472.50, 475 vertical spread for the August 21st Expo. Obviously, max gains above 475, max loss below 472.50. Right now, NVIDIA is at 487. You know, but the thing is, when you see me put in this spread here, it has an event coming up after the bell today. So if it didn't have that event, which is earnings, you're going to see this contract to be worth much more. But you're going to see here, once I put this in, buy to open, sell to open. Once I put this in, buy to close, sell to close. Okay, let's see the 475, 472.50. Buy to close 475, sell to close 472.50. Oh, that one was a put there. There we go. So $1.20 it's saying it's worth. When the max it could be worth is $2.50. And you see how much higher it is than that 475, right? I mean, she's what, 13 points higher than our max strike there. The reason why people this is the most common question I got from new traders that are trading spreads. Dave, well, NVIDIA is well above 475. Why is it only worth $1.30? And it's simple. NVIDIA has earnings after the bell today. So obviously that's an event that could make, I mean, let's take a look here. What's the implied move for NVIDIA? I just share with you. So this is what they're expecting with NVIDIA shares. So here we go. Here's NVIDIA. They report August 19th, 2020 AC, after close that is. Okay, so next earnings, August 19th. AC means after the close. So their implied move here from now until August 21st, which is 2 days, the Wall Street analysts are saying NVIDIA is going to move up or down 6.93% from now until August 21st. So obviously that spread right here, that spread, it's only worth 225 now, right? That's not going to be worth that 250 until after this event's over. Because if NVIDIA can move 7% here after the bell today, why the hell are they going to give me max gains for that when they're expecting a big move? They don't want to take on that risk there of buying back that spread there and then market drop. And you know, the IV is still really high on that. So until after tomorrow morning, you'll be able to close this out. If NVIDIA, even if it drops by $7 and tomorrow it's at 480, you'll see this will be worth closer to, 225, something like that there, because that event's over with. So, if this got up to like $2 today, I'd sell it, but $1.20, unless you want to close it out and not be in something so risky into earnings, then you could dump it. Wow, overstock today. We have an overstock, 95-100 vertical spread for the September 18th Expo. Take a look at what overstock's doing here today. You're not going to believe this. What did I tell you guys I thought overstock was going to be at the end of the year? 200, right? Look at overstock go here. She's at 126 now. You remember when we were trading that when it was 30, 35 bucks? Man, oh man, that would have been about a 5,000% gain if you held that when we had that 30, 35 spread, or when we picked up the 40 calls. Unbelievable run on overstock. And take a look at Wayfair next to it. Same sector, same industry. That's why I always tell you guys, check the sectors. See what people are piling into. A nice sector rotation now with COVID here. Online retailers are king. So you have Wayfair that was literally 20 bucks a share a couple of months ago. Now she's $330. You see overstock. When we started trading this, we started getting in when it broke that resistance at 30. Right here, we were talking about that. It broke that resistance. This is where we started trading overstock. 30 to 40 bucks. I mean, and you guys could go on the YouTube video. We were talking about this getting up to $200 by the end of the year. And she's still holding that 10, so that's showing me she's a strong breakout. Now, here's the thing. People say, oh, let me get an overstock now. But here's the thing. She just went from 100 to 125. That's a 25% gain in 3 days here on overstock. So you're going to see that retracement down to that 10 before we have that next climb, just like you saw here. Take a look right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Here's overstock, right? Let me adjust this chart now. So now, here was the same thing. You had that big breakout. You went from literally 60 bucks a share all the way up to 110. Almost a 90% gain there in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. 8 days, 90% run from 60 to 110 there. Now, what happened? When you had that big run, we always talk about retracement back down to that SMA. It came down to that 10-day simple moving average. It consolidated a couple of days, and then it started breaking higher again. So perfect entry should have been right here on that retracement if you're entering late into that cycle. So 813 would have been nice to jump in there. So now what I'm going to do personally, I'm going to wait for that retracement back down to about 100, maybe 105. And then once I get that green candle confirmed bounce off that 10, I'm going to be jumping back in overstock with some regular calls, possibly an out-of-money vertical spread going up to the new highs of about 130. So I can pick up the 125, 130 once we get that retracement down to that 10 at around 100 to 105. That's what I'm going to be looking for there, is either a regular call. I'd probably pick up the 110, or if I was doing an in-the-money vertical spread, I'd pick up that 95-100 vertical spread if she dropped down to that $100 a share. And again, I'd probably go in with the September or October Expo because you got two things going for you, two nice catalysts. Number one, COVID. Everyone's shopping online because they don't want to go to the stores. A lot of the stores are reduced hours anyway. And then number two, the big one, where do you think people are going to be going for the Christmas shopping? You know, they're not going to be going to, all these other stores that are shut down or have reduced hours, or, the ones that have fear of going near, other people and stuff during COVID. They're all shopping online. I mean, look at Target sales this morning. Did you guys read the earnings report from Target? Their online sales jumped 80% month over month. I mean, that's insane. They have record sales here for the last quarter on Target. So I expect Overstock and Wayfair to continue to do the same there. I think they're a little overvalued now, but that's the momentum in the market here with the COVID plays. Still up around 1,700 for the day on our current trades that we're in. I'm in the Apple 445, 450 for the January 2022 Expo. That's a leap we have there. That's a paycheck trade, a larger trade there. I think I got about 15,000 in that trade in the main account. I'm probably going to be adding to that or buying back that short leg of the 450 over the next few months here. Also have the Facebook September 18th 270 call. We have the Google 1545, 1550 for August 21st Expo. HPE September 18th 10 strike call. We're in Moderna, 80-85 vertical spread for this week. That's not looking that good there. Not doing much yet. We have the Microsoft September 18th, 215 call. I love that. I want to add to that one. We also have, let's see here. We have the NVIDIA 470-250, 475 vertical spread for this week's expo. We'll be closing that out either later today or tomorrow, depending if we want to cash in ahead of earnings. We have the Overstock September 18th, 95-100 vertical spread there. Again, that expires September 18th. And then we also have the TDOC. We made that TDOC trade. Remember, guys? That was a paycheck trade. The 192.50, 195 vertical spread for TDOC on August 21st. So we have max net gains on that. Let's take a look at TDOC there. That's one that we should be able to close up here for a nice gain. TDOC. TDOC's at 213.
LNK Blink charging another.
Buy to close, sell to close, call. Call August 21st. And we have the 192.50 and 195. So we're going to buy to close the 195 and sell to close the 192.50. And that's going for about 230. Max that could be worth is 250, right? So that's a nice setup there. We could sell this. Net credit 2.30. And you remember that trade was just about worthless when we were trading that before. Let's see. Let's see what we could get for it. All right, that's sold. I put in 230 and we sold it. Order status, that was completed. We had an execution. 20.9, let me see what it closed at though. 20.95 minus 18.59. So we closed at 2.36. That's a nice 14 cents below max net.
That's NETE, ZM, Zoom Expand, Zoom for Home, the popular smart displays.
Zoom's expanding.
Remember Echo Tango Echo.
Alrighty, guys, so we just closed out of the TDOC 192.50, 195 for 2.36. I'm not sure what we paid for it. We were in that trade for a while. Ephraim will tell us in the trade room here. Paula said Nike's doing it. JS Buyer says jumped in Apple 470 at 9.54 weekly. Let's see here. Avilio said, Dave, by your experience to stocks like Apple increase in price driving up to the stock split. Absolutely, Avilio. You're seeing the same thing with Tesla, Apple. That's why I told you guys it's nice to get in before that split there, because once it does split, you're going to see even more people jumping in and driving that even higher. So we got in that beautiful trade on Tesla, the September 4th, 1690 1700, and we're going to have about a 300 and some % gain on that Tesla spread there. So what I want to do is really lock in that profit and look for another Tesla and Apple trade ahead of the stock split there. But see how it goes here. Markets are looking good. I like what I'm seeing. Okay, let's see. Ephraim posted paycheck trade closed TDOC 192.50, 195 vertical spread for 821 Expo. At 2.36 exit, we closed that for a 63% gain. Ephraim, what was our entry price on that spread there on the TDOC? We were in at $1.45, out at 2.36. 2.36, divide that by 1.45, and that is a 63% gain we just closed out on TDOC. And that was a paycheck trade. So if you had $1,000 in it, you just made $630. Nice trade there. And now you guys see how well our paycheck trades have been doing. Those are the pretty solid trades that we're looking for. So they're not going to come around as often as the regular trades, but those paycheck trades are things I like to cash in each week with. So nice job there with TDOC. Let's see here. Honka said he agrees with Dwight. Dwight said, I love spreads. They're his favorite. Honka said, agree with Dwight. Spreads are great for me with the smaller trading account. They allow for some safer plays, I feel. Absolutely. Spreads are nice. You could get in a nice spread for $120 to be worth $250. You know, I mean, that's not much, but if you have a job, you know, and you're able to collect a couple extra $100 a week just by doing an extra trade or two, it's not bad. Let's see, Newswire. I'm seeing if there's any news. We do have some news, actually. Bank of America upgrades Home Depot to a buy, and they just raised their price target to $330 on HD. I know that one's going to make Avilio happy. Home Depot. So they increased it to $330. So what I'm expecting here is a little consolidation, maybe retracement down to about 280, and then we're going to be looking for that 330 target on HD. So what I want to do is I actually want to put in an alert here on HD, because this one's a big mover here. So I'm going to put in HD, okay, and we're going to set an alert. We're going to get out of that less than, okay. And so a candle above, let's say 288, I'm going to enter. So 288.00. Okay. Buy to 330 target. So now you see, when I make the alerts, I'm always telling myself, that way when that alert's met, even if it's 5 days later, and I'm like, oh shit, what type of an alert did I make 5 days ago? I know right here. I said, okay, my target's going to be 330. That's going to be the new upgrade that the analysts upgraded it to at Bank of America. That actually had another upgrade last week to 332. So after that's done, finished consolidating and retracing down to support and getting that confirmed bounce there, that's when I'm going to be buying into HD, Home Depot. We're going to be looking for a 288 entry. We'll probably do a regular call for a month or two out, and let that baby roll. So I'm going to click OK on that, and there we go. Now that alert is set, and we're just waiting for that alert to be met, so then we can take a look at the option chain and jump into that trade. Sorry about yesterday, guys. You know, the internet went out the day before we had that bad storm here in Orlando, and man, I really gave it to the company here that I get the office from. I'm like, hey, if we don't get that internet fixed here, I'm getting the hell out of here. I said, I got to live stream every day, and if I can't live stream, they're bitching at me, and if they're bitching at me, I'm going to be bitching at you guys, so I can't have this problem again, or I'm gone. So they're getting actually a dedicated fiber one just for me, since I'm one of the largest clients here on the floor. So that'll be resolved shortly. Teladoc still climbing. TDoc at 214.34 right now. It was down $7 before. Now it's only down about $2. That's still looking good. Man, we got some nice profits on the account today. All right, Tesla. You know, we got a big gain on Tesla. Let's see what we could close out that Tesla trade for. And then we could possibly look to make another one here. TSLA. Let's see, buy to close, sell to close. I think we have 10 contracts of that. Call, September 4th. Buy to close is 1,700. Wow, she's at 1,900. Okay, so buy to close is 1,700. Sell to close 1,690. Let's see what we could get for that. So, let's see, buy to close, sell to close, September 11th. Let's change that one. There we go. See, whenever there's something that doesn't look right, it's usually because you input something wrong, because you're going so quick. So there we go. This is worth $1 or $8.05. Max it could be worth is 10. If I could get $8 for that, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. Okay, that's live at 8. I'm going to drop it down to about 7.8. Let's see if I can get that for it. Pending live. She's at 6.65 now. I really don't want to close that for less than.
INDX indicating.
Ephraim, what do we pick up that Tesla vertical spread for? You remember?
Indy November Bravo X-ray. INDX. IPO for today.
All right, we just closed our Tesla. Let's see, what did he say we bought it for there? We were in at $3. Oh, well, we just closed it out for a hell of a lot more than that, over 100%. Let's see, so 245.87 minus 238.37. We just closed that out for $7.50, Ephraim. 7.5, divide that by 3. We just closed out our Tesla's vertical spread there for 150% gain. We could have had another 100% on that, but happy with what we got it for. All right, so we're out of Tesla, 150% gain. And that Tesla, that was, what was that, Ephraim? Was that a paycheck trade ahead of that stock split? I remember I said it was something. I'm not sure if it was a paycheck or it wasn't a trade challenge trade, obviously. That's on the larger account. Alrighty, let me go on here now and close out that Tesla spread. Now when I post that here, that should come up on YouTube immediately once I save this. On the current trades on YouTube, once I click save, should say closed. What else did we close out? Anything else? Apple. Oh, we didn't close out Apple. Okay. Great. Nice job on that. Let me look at YouTube now, see if that closed. There we go, closed. All right, that's taken off way too much there. Let me redo that a little bit. I mean, look at that. We just locked in over $2,000 in profits today.
WAPT and Nurgis.
And we really didn't do anything yet. Not in my standard anyway.
WATT.
Let's see here. Go. What the hell was I just gonna do now? Okay, that came up on the scrolling bar. Closed Tesla TSLA paycheck 7.50 for 150% gain. What's the other trade we closed this morning? Okay, the current trades there. I gotta move that around. That looks a little.
Secretary of State Pompeo says expects announcements between Iraqi government and energy companies soon.
There we go, that fits on there now. Current trades tab. Okay. Alrighty, we closed out Tesla. That's nice. Freed up some money on that one. I'm going to be making another Tesla trade later today. Probably do that in the afternoon session. Facebook 262.14, not doing too much there. Let's see what else is going on. David Rains, good morning. Good morning, Tyler S. Let's see. Avilio says, Dave, what do you think about Best Buy? I'm going to call BBY. Let's take a look. Best Buy is looking incredible there. Wow, look at that breakout. It's amazing how this stock was just 40 some bucks. Now she's at 113.
Coming up at 10:30, crude inventories, a draw of 2.67 million.
I mean, this stock's literally at new highs.
557,000. Gasoline inventories, a draw of 1.057 million expected. That's coming up in
Avilio, she's probably going to continue that
17
spike.
at 10:30.
I like the setup on it. I like how it looks. All right, let's see what we could get out of our We have an overstock September 18th spread. I'm up over $1,000 on that too, so might as well just collect these thousands here. I just had to pay quite a bit there extra for a stain on that biopsy I had last week. They called me at like 8:30 last night. They're like, "Oh, Mr. Santarelli, there's one more stain we got to do on your biopsy. It's about $500. Do we have the okay?" I said, "Yeah." Well, what is it? You know, like I had a little anxiety there, I'm not gonna lie. So better off to lock in some profits here. Let's see, buy to close, sell to close, call. September, what do we have? September 18th. Let's just see what we could get it for now. We have the 95-100, so buy to close at 100, sell to close 95. That's going for about 335. Ephraim, what do we pay for that overstock 95-100?
On heavy volume now. November Michael Tango
September
Romeo.
18th. Let's just see there.
Insider buy. Reported in a Form 4 filing yesterday. And a buy rating and $5 price target at Brookline as well. And shares moving now on very heavy volume.
Let's see, overstock. He said we got in for $1.75. Okay, so if we could get out for 3.25. All right, I just sold overstock. I put in an order for 325. Let me see what it sold at. 35.84 minus 32.59. So we sold it for 3.25. We were in at $1.75. 3.25, divide that by 1.75. We just closed overstock for an 86% gain, and that was a successful execution there. That was executed at 10:15. Nice job there. Let's see, we have an order here on Google too. It's not doing too much yet. Dow's up 113, Nasdaq's pretty flat. Let's see what Google's doing. I like Best Buy there, Avilio, but look at that momentum there. I mean, that was a hell of a move from 95 to 113. So, for me personally, it worries me a little bit.
Secretary of State
But
Pompeo says expects to have snapback sanctions on Iran soon.
But it has earnings in a few days here, so I think that might continue that run ahead of earnings there. If you have a regular call, I'd probably sell at least half of it before earnings, lock in that profit. Okay, let's see here. What is Google doing? GOOGL. Google's at 1550. It just had that 1020 cross, right? Here's the nice thing about Google. There's that 1020 cross. Now you're looking for that next green candle. A green candle after that 1020 cross. You already have the MACD cross. 1020 cross. First candle above that 1020 SMA. Green candle is going to be confirmed breakout momentum. And then you'll be trading that up to that 1575 to 1600. But nice trade there on Google. I have an order here to sell that Google spread for this week, but it didn't execute yet. I'll let you guys be aware first thing here once that executes. Let's see, Facebook's climbing again. Facebook back up to 263, continuing that breakout. Look at that nice climb there on Facebook. Should be looking for a nice trade there. Kodak is that's worthless to me. I'm not going to be chasing Kodak. Kodak's, you know, they're not going to be getting that government. That's a nice breakout there, though. Big breakout. Quick 10% jump. What's the news there? Let me see. KODK. Not seeing any news come up here on Kodak. Nothing coming up there.
CBL, Charlie Bravo Lima, making new highs.
But that's one of those ones that, you know, the government's pulling back on that contract they were going to give them. So I'm not going to be looking at that too much there. Let's see here. Amazon Skyjack says Amazon's a beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. 3,300. That could easily continue that climb there. 3-month daily. I'd love to pick up an out-of-the-money vertical spread on Amazon. I'd love to day trade Facebook. Facebook looks ready for a nice breakout. She could be easily heading for that 265 target today. So that's still about a $1.65 climb there. With a delta of at least 0.5, you're looking at a $1.20 climb there on that option premium. So $1.20 climb, and if that option is going for, let's say, Facebook this week, August 21st, you pick up that. Let's add the delta here, delta theta, delta, boom, theta, boom. Okay, change since close. I don't give a shit about that. We'll remove that. Okay, we got everything we need there. Okay. Alrighty, so now we're taking a look at this, and we can see the August 21st Facebook, if she's at 263.36, still climbing there. So if we picked up the 265, this has a delta of 0.44, right? So if that climbs by $1.50, 1.5, multiply that by 0.44 delta, that means this option is going to increase by 66 cents. It's at 276 now. So 0.66 plus 2.76, divide that by 2.76. So that's about a 24% gain you're going to be looking for if you picked up this Facebook 265, day traded it up to 265. So that's the nice thing about options. You have everything here to say, okay, what's going to be my target profit area? What's going to be my stop? So if you pick up that 265 with a delta of 0.444 for 265 or 270 here, and it gets that $1.50 or $1.70 climb up to that 265 target resistance, you're going to be looking at about a 25% gain here by picking up that 265 call. So if you pick that up, you're already telling yourself, hey, it's not a big gain like we just closed out of Tesla, 150%. It's not a big one like we just closed out of the other ones here for an 80-some percent. We're going to be looking for a 25% day trade on Facebook, targeting that 265 area. So that's about a $1.64 climb from where it's at. So you're telling yourself, okay, you know, if you put in $2,000, you're looking for a quick 500 on that day trade. And you got to be happy with that. Me, you know, 25%. I'd rather do something like a spread on that, but still early, 10:30. Probably do more active trading in the afternoon this morning. I just want to lock in some nice profits that we have. Let me take a look in the back in the trade challenge account. What's that's doing here? Okay, Activision's climbing from the lows there, looking good. Nice job sending out that Facebook trade idea, Efren. Great job. I just saw that on the app come up. Nice job.
CBL, Charlie Bravo Lima hitting new highs now. CBX, Chevron, Rack's Foreign Minister Hussein says expects agreement with Chevron to be signed on Wednesday. That's Charlie Victor X-ray, CBX.
Look at Facebook breaking out. Nice. Anyone get in any of those Facebook trades? Either the trader idea or the one we were just talking about now? It's a nice setup on Facebook. I think that's going to continue to run. Ron said he did. What are you up on that so far, Ron? Ron's one of our newest yearly members there. Did a class with him the other day.
So the Energy Minister.
Ron, the trade room's very competitive. We got some great traders in there. So let's see you move up in the ranks there in the trade room. Tyler, I don't see anything on the schedule for a class today with you. No. You have to get with Efren if you want to schedule a class. Avilia just closed Best Buy for a 35% gain, $1,200. Nice job. We'll re-enter as it drops to support. Nice.
NMPR continuing higher, 50% now. November Michael Tango Romeo. BVPR, Vivo Power, halted on a circuit breaker at the high of 32%. Victor Papa Romeo.
Gallo, Dave Gallo says he's up 10% on the Facebook trade. Nice job, Dave Gallo. What did you pick up? The 260 or the 265? What Expo 2? See, what else can we close up here for a nice gain? We have that NVIDIA, but I really don't want to sell that just yet. I should sell it though. I got, about 2,000 in that ahead of earnings. Let's see. Maybe I'll close it out, lock in profits. What am I up today so far? Wow, closed out $4,338.32 already today. 4,382.32. Not a bad day so far. Hopefully we can add to that. What was I just going to do? NVIDIA. Let's just get rid of it. It has earnings after the bell today.
Coming up, crude inventories, a draw of 2.67 million. Gasoline inventories, a draw of 1.057 million expected. $4.75. Let's see if I can get 160. I should be able to get more than that, but let's see. NVIDIA.
All right, I closed NVIDIA. I'm out of it. Let me see what it closed for. I'd rather lock in profits here. So 27.1 minus
Crude
25.5.
1.632
I closed it out for $1.60.
2.67 million expected.
NVIDIA's
Gasoline,
done, gone,
inventories,
all
a
gone.
draw of
Tyler says,
3.322
Dave,
million
how's the
versus a
small
draw
account
of
doing? You know what? Let me
1.057
take a picture of the
million
small account
expected.
right now on
And
E-Trade and back me.
a draw of
I'll share with you guys
152,000
everything in there and
versus a
what
draw of
she's at.
557,000 expected.
Let's
Crude
see
now,
here.
getting a little pop here, 42.70. Again, crude inventories, a draw of 1.632 million versus a draw of 2.67 million expected. Gasoline inventories, a wider draw than expected at 3.322 million versus the 1.057 million.
Now, Tyler, you remember what we
Now
started off with
at
in the trade
42.70
challenge account, right? I know you're new with us, but just so you're all aware, 2,500. Had a boy. Alrighty, here we go. Let's
Again,
see
PPR
here.
shares were halted Tongue after that big run up, waiting for the news now from PDR Bravo Delta Romeo.
File, save as, trade challenge, current account.
Russia's Energy Minister Novak
8,
says oil market
19,
is still fragile.
20.
Many uncertainties remain.
Okay, that's on that other screen here, so let me just open up Google. Where the hell is it? Here it is. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see if I could go on the trade room in this one here too. There's the alerts. Sign in. There we go. Alrighty, trade. Live trading, live trade room. Okay, guest. Santarelli. Trading. Exchange. There we go, I'm in. Alrighty, so let's see now, where the heck did I put that one? Desktop. Where the heck did that save at? Just save it again. File, save as. Oh, I saved it in my lawyer documents. Let me go back to desktop. There we go. And there you go. I just posted that small trade challenge account in the trade room there. That's currently what it looks like, what she's at, what's in there.
Russia's Novak says July compliance was at 95%.
Let me see here too, if I could. Let me go on the E-Trade website.
Florida,
She's really
COVID-19 current hospitalizations down 43 in the past 24 hours. That
Down 43 for
stay
Florida.
healthy.
Great news. There we go.
Novak
Locked
says
in.
OPEC cannot rest on laurels. We need full compliance.
See gains and losses.
GT, Goodyear tire, share is dropping here as President Trump says don't buy Goodyear tires.
Trump just made an announcement, don't
Tweet
buy
said
Goodyear
they announced
tires.
ban on MAGA hats. Shares of Goodyear pulling back on that tweet from
Wow.
President Trump. Goodyear hitting a low of $9.15.
Alrighty guys, so here is, I'm going to include here the trade challenge account year to date, everything we've traded. I'm going to post that in the trade room right now. What a nice trade challenge account here. This is looking good. Okay, so this is from 2020, year to date. 2020, and you remember what we started with, right? These are executions.
CEMI, Charlie Echo Michael India. ChemBio, partner Lumira DX.
There's all the trades we made in the trade challenge account so far.
That's Charlie Echo Michael India, CEMI.
Easy, easy, easy. Oh, it's going to tell me my performance too. Wow, look at my performance on the trade challenge account here. Seriously, where are you going to find other traders that post this and show this?
Shares of ChemBio getting.
Now, when I share with you this performance, remember that little dip there was from the first trade we made on. Look at Facebook. Holy cow! I just turned around. 266. I was looking at the trade challenge account there. Let's see. Where is Gallo and Ron Medlin now? What are you up, Ron? Rains got in on the dip on Facebook. He's up 15%. David Rains. What about Ron Medlin and Dave Gallo? What are you guys up? 266. Look at that breakout on Facebook. Big run there. What'd you guys lock in? Ron's in the spread. Let me figure it out. Ron, what spread do you have? I'm going to show you how to figure it out. Tell me the spread. He has a 260, 250, 265. So you're going to buy to close 265, sell to close 260, 250. It's worth $1.55 now. What'd you pay for it, Ron? Rains is up 20% now on his Facebook calls. Ron paid $1.17. It's worth $1.55. 1.55. Divide that by 1.17. Ron, you're up about 32% on your spread there if you wanted to sell it, but I wouldn't sell it. You're gonna have max gains on that. 2.5. Divide that by 1.17. You should have an easy 114% gain on that trade, Medlin. Nice job there. Nice job. Alrighty. Let me look back here. So let me go back to this now. I'm going to show you guys, too, how I perform. Performance is the most important thing here, obviously. Wow, look at Amazon continuing to rock higher here, up 123 points. Wow.
Novak says OPEC Plus decision to take
Okay, let's see here.
Phases was right.
Okay, so we started the trade challenge account for what, August 3rd? Or not August 3rd, April 3rd. It's saying here. That's when we made our first trade in the trade challenge account. So let's show you guys here. Alright, file, save as, trade, challenge,
Facebook
account,
says some Facebook
performance,
internally questioned policy after
as
content
of, what's today's date?
controversy according to memos.
8/19/2020.
That's FB Facebook.
Alrighty, so here you go. Take a look at this. Gallo's up 450 on Facebook. Small trade. He's in the Tesla 1880, 1885. $800 on Q's today. Farmer Dave just sold Facebook for 30% profit. Hey, that's a nice gain there, David. Keeps you off the farm. There you go. There's a performance for the year. Chris Jones says he just sold Facebook trade for 40% gain. Nice job there, Jones. Now look at that trade challenge account. It's up 87% year to date. That's amazing. We more than tripled what the Dow did already this year in the trade challenge account. Look at Facebook go, 267. What a hell of a breakout. We called that at 262 today, this morning. We did that trade idea. We sent that out. And then we talked about that call there. Nice run there. 267. My Facebook trade's almost in the green now for the September 18, 270 call we picked up about a week or two ago. That's looking good. I might do another in the money vertical spread, picking up the 267.50, 270 vertical spread for this week as a paycheck. I was thinking about doing that earlier today with something a little bit closer to ATM at the money, but looking good. Nice climb there. Governor, I see you're live with us. Have you made any of the trades yet? Andre Belland, Enrique Benilla, AP. John Havis is with us still. PR Dub, Marla Curley, Mark, ARZL, Steve Horvey, Karen Decker, Juan Moreno, Tim Thomas. Nice. How you guys doing? Bryant, Algo Taco. Nice. Let's see here. What else is coming up on this screener? Plug shares are trading higher after the company announced the 1 kilowatt ProGen fuel cell system. BPT, stocks that hit new 52-week lows on Wednesday. Hawks, stocks that hit new 52-week highs on Wednesday. Ticker symbol A. USO, Russia's Novak says current global oil production cut deal has been proved successful so far as oil continues to climb. USO. Let's take a look at USO. Wow, she got up to almost 31 bucks today. Once she gets to about 40, we're going to have a nice profit on that USO trade we have for January Expo. You see I'm still holding in the account there.
Launch every 2 to 3 weeks to complete Constellation.
It's been a nice, climb there from 17 all the way up to 31. It just needs a couple more months. So that was May, June, July, August. So in 3 months, it went from about 19 to 31. So another 3 months, August, September, October, November. If that could get us up to 35 to 40, if we have to get up to 40 with USO, we're going to be in the profit. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be a really nice setup there if we get into that 40 45 will have 100% return on USO. So if we get up to that 45, that first trade challenge trade that came down to like, it was a 90% loss within the first month there for that year out till Expo, that'll start making money again. So still time on that, and still plenty of move left. Still continues that breakout momentum, holding above that 20 SMA on a daily chart. Let's see what else here. Anything else? Gallo said he only risked $17.50 to make $500 in the Facebook trade within just 10 minutes. Nice job. AP says, working on getting my margin account set up. Can't keep missing out on the spreads. You guys are doing great with the spreads. Thank you, AP. AP, I'm not sure what your name is. I know I've asked you a million times and you told me a million times, but I got a horrible memory when it comes to names. Let's see. Gallo, close Facebook for a quick 500. Thanks, Dave. Tyler says, is it too late to jump into Facebook? No, it's not. Antoine Perry, there we go. AP, what's going on, my friend? Susan Listener, Neil. Nice job. Not too much. Mylan shares are trading higher after the company announced the launch of a generic version of Tecfidera following FDA guidelines. God, I missed trading live with you guys the past day or two. Nice to be back in the groove of things. Ron says NVAX is breaking yesterday's consolidation. Let's take a look at NVAX. NVAX is looking good there, Medlin. We could trade this all the way back up to at least that 165, maybe even 170. Avilio says, Dave, when a stock's in consolidation, how do you know if it's going to go up or down? Give me a stock, I'll tell you. Give me an example and I'll show you there, Avilio. He said SPY. Okay, let's take a look at SPY. SPY. Okay, so on a daily chart, it's not in consolidation, it's in breakout momentum. Today, 1 minute. Okay, so right now, consolidation is going to be between that. You know, you could look at that 339 to that 339.25 area. You know, it's pretty tight consolidation. If we jump out a little bit more here, you know, it really honestly looks like it's not going to be consolidation. It's just going to be breakdown momentum. She's holding below that 1020 SMA now. So if she drops below, let's say that 339.15, then you're going to be looking for that continued breakdown momentum. She runs above that 339.30, you're going to see new highs on SPY as she continues to break higher. So consolidation, like perfect example back here. You see that big clusterfuck here? Just going between side by side. I mean, that's something we could draw an easy consolidation box around just by going like this here. So when the candles are trading side by side, you're looking for the top area of resistance, lower area of support. So if we go like this, I told you I'm not the best at drawing. Let me redraw that. I don't know why, but on this one here with that drawer that comes out, I mean, it always makes it slanted. So this is NTZ, or consolidation. So what you're looking for now here, Avilio, is that either candle below consolidation. If you got a candle below here, that's going to show signs of further breakdown momentum and the stock heading lower. Okay, but it didn't do that. Now, if it gets that first candle above, you're looking for that breakout momentum. So here you had that 1020 cross. That's check number 1. Here is the MACD cross back here, check number 2. First candle above consolidation is right here. So that candle right there would be your entry out of the consolidation area. If you're an experienced trader and could, you know, see that. Consolidation is very simple. It's side-by-side action. Breakout momentum is basically the previous candle above, or the current candle above previous candle's body. And you can see that holding that 10 this entire time here. Now you consolidate a little bit. Here's that 1020 cross, still holding above, so it's not breakdown momentum. Now you're waiting for that next resistance right here on SPY. So if it breaks that 339.30, that's your buy signal on SPY for a day trade. And if you entered here, you took advantage of that nice run there. So that was your bomb cycle out of consolidation.
Crossing the $2 trillion mark. AAPL.
So that's your bomb cycle and phase out of that consolidation. So here was your NTZ, your no trade zone. First candle above that consolidation is your entry. You're running that up to that next resistance, 339.30. Now you're consolidating again, looking for that next break above that 339.30, and you're going to be looking for that 340 easily. Paula says, take a look at Nike. Let's take a look at Nike, Paula. NKE, nice breakout there on Nike, 109 a share. Wow, that's a hell of a nice setup there, Paula. I think I might do a trade on that with you. I might do a trade on that though in the trade challenge account. First off, let me pull up the calendar here for Nike, NKE. Alrighty, so we got dividends on the 20th. Earnings on September 22nd. So we could pick up the September 18th expo on Nike. Beautiful opportunity there for that continued run ahead of earnings. So September 18th, that's the type of strike we'd be looking at before earnings. Nice opportunity. Let's take a look here. Nike, September 18th. We could pick up the 110 here for about 250. Wow, that is dirt cheap. I like that. I'm going to make that trade. I'm going to make it in this account, and I'm going to make it in the trade challenge account. Okay. So first off, I'm going to do it in the trade challenge account. Let me bring the microphone over here so you guys could hear me. You're not going to see the screen because I'm on the other computer here on the trade challenge account. Let me bring this up. Crap. I got to sign into eTrade Pro again on this computer because I logged into the website when I was looking at the performance for you guys. Okay, so let's see here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, here we go. Tools, option chains, Nike, NKE. Okay, we're going to look at the September 18th. Call, Expo, September 18th. I'll pick up the 110 call. That's going for. Taking quite a bit of time here to come up on this computer. Come on, let's go. Let me look on the back screen. So that's going for about 265. Alrighty, guys, I just entered into Nike. I got the night. This is a trade challenge trade. So Nike, September 18th, 110 strike call. We're in at 2.62. Our target's going to be 115 to 120. 115 to 120 target on Nike. Our stop is going to be a very tight stop at or about NKE. Let me see. So Nike stop, 6-month daily chart. We're going to have 105 as our stop. 105 is going to be our stop. We could even make that tighter if we wanted to, but 105 is a good stop there. We could do like 106.50, but I'm happy with that 105. 105 stop. We have a month until Expo. Target's going to be 115 to 120 a share ahead of earnings. It reports 1 week after earnings, so we'll look at that and continue to trade that here as we climb. I mean, we're already up $30 on that new Nike trade. You know, it's a small trade in the trade challenge. So in the trade challenge account, I got 5 contracts. I picked up 5 contracts for about $1,320, and we're still continuing to climb on that. Nike just broke 109. Nice find on that, Paula. I like that breakout out of the consolidation. So here's what I was looking at with the Nike consolidation. So Nike consolidation, what we did, 6-month daily. Take a look at this consolidation here on Nike. We had consolidation for about the past week here, right? That's NTZ on a daily chart. We got our first candle above that consolidation, right? That's why we just entered. If it was still trading sideways, I would not have entered. We just broke out of that consolidation. Paula's been one of our members for a long time. She's a great trader. She saw that setup breaking out of that consolidation. Nice find there on that, Paula. I'm in with you on that. 109.04 now on Nike as she continues to break higher. So nice trade challenge trade there on Nike. We're going to hold on to that, and we'll be looking for some nice gains on that, at least 50%. Let's see here. What is Facebook doing here before we get off? It's almost 11. FB. Facebook 266.86. Holding that 1020 SMA, looking good. Paula said Nike may move with Foot Locker earnings on Friday as well. That's a nice piggyback trade there, Paula. Really nice. Nice catch there. We got a great team here. I love when you guys learn the trade plan and we trade together like this, we're unstoppable. We are unstoppable. So nice job there. Great job, team. App alert just went out. New trade challenge trade. Check text alert or site for details. Nice job there, Ephraim. Johnny says Google, Google. Let's take a look. Wow, look at that Google breakout here. Oh, guys, our Google trade just sold too. We had the order in. That's executed. That's gone. She's all gone there. Let's see. What did I have in an order for? Okay, average price. Google. Let's see. Ephraim, we sold out of our, let's see here. Google, we're out at 2.70. Did you already close that out before? Is that a new one that just got... Look at that climb on Google. Wow. That's what I was talking about before. We closed that out right when she was around 1550. Ephraim, did we close out that Google trade before, or was that a... Okay, good. 37% gain on Google we just closed out. That was yesterday's trade that we made on Google. So nice job. Quick 37% gain there on that trade. Amazon still looking good. We closed out a lot of trades today. A lot of winning trades, didn't we? We are up now. Let's see. $4,971.48. There goes Google continuing to break higher. 6-month daily on Google, guys. Take a look. We were talking about this. Easy 1575 to 1600 on Google. I'm going to jump into another trade on Google, you know. Why the hell not? It's a nice setup here. So let's take a look. I'll make a small trade. So we just locked in a 37% gain on Google. So we could take part of those profits, which is about $800, and make like another paycheck trade on it. Buy to open, sell to open. And you guys see, we're not like aggressively trading or anything. We've made our trades, and once those trades hit our target or get a nice gain, we're locking them in, locking in those profits, moving on to the next trade. And that's a really important part of risk management, trade management, and portfolio management as a trader. So August 21st, 15, we could do the 1550, 1560. That's a big spread there. It's a 10-point spread going for about net debit. 560 to be worth 10. I'd say no to that one, but she could even drop 3 points there. You still have max gain. So 10, divide that by 5.6. You're looking at a max gain here of 79%, even if Google drops $3. $3.25 it could drop. You're still making that 79% gain. So if you guys wanted to make one of these, one trade's going to cost $580, one contract, which is perfect for our Google trade because, you know, we just, let's see, net debit 5.80 to be worth 10. So that one trade here is going to make you 420 bucks as long as Google's above 1560 by Friday. How could you say no to that? Dwayne Clark on YouTube says, Dave, I'm in an 80 strike call on Activision. What do you think? I love it. We had a nice gain on that this morning. I think that's going to continue to break higher. Should be adding to that trade. We have the September monthly expo on Activision. Nice job here. Alrighty, guys, it's after 11 o'clock here, so I'll make this one trade here quick. 6.0. Let's see if I can get for 5.9. Order status, that's live, has not executed. I'll bump it up to 6. If it doesn't fill at 6, I'm done with it. Live, no execution yet. Alright, guys, I just entered into that Google spread here. The Google 1550, 1560. I'm in at 23.49 minus 17.39. I'm in at 6.10 to be worth 10. 10 divide that by 6.1. That's a max net gain there of 64%. Even if Google drops about $6, we'll still make that 64% gain. So I only got one contract there, utilizing the profits from the previous trade, which is proper risk management and trade management. So that's great there. Locked in that Google trade for a 37% gain. Now we use the profits to fuel this next trade, which is the Google, GOOGL, and this is the trade that we just did. Okay, so let me put in 6.10 so you guys could see exactly what we did.
BYFC getting a pop here, $1.68.
Okay, so this is the trade we did. We got in 6.10. We bought to open the Google 1550, sold to open the Google 1560 for this week's expo. The difference between 1550 and 1560 is 10 bucks. We paid 6.10. So 10, divide that by 6.1. That's a 64% max net gain. So basically right now it's going for $6. So it's going to cost you $600 for one contract. That one contract will be worth the max of $1,000 as long as Google's above $15.60 a share. It's at $15.63.41 now. So it could drop by $3.41 and you'll still make that 64% gain. Max loss on Google is below $15.50, and then break even is going to be the $15.50 plus the $6.10. So at $15.56.10 is break even. Anything above that's a profit there by Expo. And again, that's for the August 21st Expo this week here we're taking advantage of on Google. So great job this morning, guys. I'm going to head off of here. It's after 11. I'm going to be live again at 2. And the accountant's coming over at 1. We got one last thing to do, so that's only going to be about a half hour. So if I get done around 1:30, I'll go live again at 1:30. Alrighty, guys. Great job today. Locked in some nice gains. Well done. And if you guys need anything, please let us know. Alrighty. Take care, guys. God bless, and hope you're staying safe. I'll see you guys at the afternoon. And those of you that want to come join us, you guys feel free to go to www.breakingchartalerts.com. Let me log out here so you'll see what it looks like on the main page. And here you go. So you guys could go here and join us. You could click Join Now, Membership Plans. You could watch our member reviews, how we do things here. You know, everything that we do. Just go to breakingchartalerts.com. Make sure you guys go and download our app as well. So you guys could go download our app. App for iOS is down here. You guys could check it out. Here's our iOS app. Guys, one thing, if you guys could do a big favor for me, and if you're enjoying our service there, please go on the App Store and give us a 5-star review here for Breaking Chart Alerts. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. Alrighty, take care, guys, and have a good one. Bye bye.